Hey guys, welcome to another video. This time I will share with you some of the best men's fall addictive fragrances. Some of the fragrances are unisex, but I definitely prefer them on men. Let me tell you, I will spoil you with an unbearable amount of coffee, chocolate, oud, leather, anything spicy, aromatic, and just so addictive. If you still haven't subscribed, definitely do. And let me know in the comments down below what was your favorite fragrance from this video. You interacting with me is the only way to show me that you like my videos and that I should keep filming. And I want to start this video with a must-have, a fragrance house I have been loving since last year when they released their first collection. The perfumers like Christian Provenzano, Hamid Merati Kashani, Hooted Layton, Percival, Pegasus, Silky Woods, Altair. They use the best perfumers and this fragrance is a must-have. It's as high quality as it can get, and this is just the best oriental, sultry, mature smelling and a little bit masculine leaning gourmand. So the fragrance is number 5 and this is by ADAMO Parfum. Gorgeous, stunning bottle, so chic, dark, elegant, and this fragrance, let me tell you, if you're looking for a gourmand that isn't overly sweet, isn't too cute, feminine leaning, overly sugary, this is it. It has Cambodian oud, it has the chocolate, some ginger in the opening. So I love the contrast that the ginger creates. It's not that fresh, zingy ginger, it's more like spiced chai latte, warming ginger. And the chocolate, it creates this cozy, comfortable, a little bit delicious feel, so nothing overly sweet, but then it has the daring but very smooth oud in the dry down, and I love the contrast between the opening and the dry down. While in the opening it's definitely sweet, bold, a little bit leathery with that smooth oud, and definitely more masculine leaning. The dry down gets cozy, sensual, very inviting. So I would actually say if you wait for the dry down and you wear it throughout the day and it gets sunnier, it won't feel like it's too much, too sweet, too dark. It's a perfect fragrance for an everyday wear. You apply it in the morning, it's so, let me tell you, it's so long lasting, and it stays on your skin and it just lingers. So guys, if you love anything with chocolate or oud and with that dry roasted coffee, definitely try number 5. And I have a discount code on any fragrance from ADAMO Parfum that is in the description box. So let me tell you, if there's one fragrance house you should definitely explore, then it's ADAMO Parfum. Number 5, number 2, number 1, these are just must-haves. This is the first collection and I just swear by this collection, it's top notch. But also number 4 if you're into rose oud combination. So yeah, that was ADAMO. And the next fragrance is the newest release of 2024. It smells like a seduction in a bottle. It's a fragrance I wouldn't put into a unisex fragrance video, which by the way is coming I think next week, so stay tuned for that video because there we have some top-notch unisex fragrances. But Nerone is truly for men and it's a must-have. It is smoky, sweet, it has this tropical sugarcane, maracuja, a lot of leather, oud, and the smoke. You know, the smoke is a little bit edgy, so seductive and sexy. You spray it once, twice in the morning, trust me, after 3 days you'll smell it still somewhere on your skin. It survives any shower, anything, any shower gel, whatever you use, it will stay on you. It has a lot of power, so I think you just get a lot for the price of this tiny 50 milliliter bottle. I would even say this fragrance is edgy, animalic, somewhat comforting, but you know, the sexy, edgy scent DNA, just, yeah, it goes beyond anything comforting, cooing, cozy. This is not it. This is truly dark, animalic, edgy, sexy, but the dry down is again smooth and smoky. And I want to say the fruity part in this fragrance, like maracuja and raspberry with the combination of sugarcane, it's not too sweet. The leather and oud is stronger than the fruity part. So if you're not into overly sweet fragrances, this one is for you. Now here we have a sample and this is Golden Dollar by XERJOFF. Now I have to say I never bought this fragrance. I've had a few samples. I will not buy it because for me it's just a little bit bolder than what I would go for, but this is actually your smoky coffee fragrance that for whatever reason has cannabis. I know there's nothing aromatic or nutty or with this cannabis note, but I really smell it in this fragrance. Imagine dark roasted black coffee with some power to it and with that cannabis. It's truly a work of art when it comes to coffee fall appropriate fragrances. When it's cold outside, a little bit humid after the rain, this fragrance shines. It's very dry, it's woody. I would say it's perfect for men 30, 40 plus, just because it has a lot of power, and it's and then the cannabis, I don't know what it is in this fragrance. I really smell here cannabis. So if you're looking for a powerful coffee fragrance with cannabis that actually has no cannabis, but it has the cannabis smoke, definitely go for Golden Dollar. It has been for a few years on the market, but I still love it and I still recommend it. And my beautiful gentlemen, a fragrance that is a must-have for any weather, but I would recommend it especially for fall. Not a winter, not spring, not summer, but truly for fall, because it works like magic. I never expected to love this fragrance as much. I don't wear it, I make my husband wear it, but this is a work of art. So smooth, so elaborated, and it smells like the most expensive fragrance for a handsome gentleman. So this is English Blazer by PRIMERA Kuwait Perfumes. I have 3 fragrances from this fragrance house. Costa Blanca Musk, if you're looking for a fragrance for your lady, get it. But for gentlemen, English Blazer. This is your patchouli, woody, a little bit fruity leather, but it's a different kind of fruity leather. This is not your typical fruity basket with an obnoxious leather. It has some apples, raspberries with saffron, and I have to say, you really get the spicy apple opening. It's everything. This is what I find so expensive smelling in this fragrance. It's the combination, not just raspberry or strawberry or a maracuja. It has an apple note, so it's green, tart, a little bit sour and sweet, with the contrasting and warm musky saffron. But it also has, why it's not unisex and it's just for men, this has a lot of those herbal nuances that contrast the fruity parts. So it has lavender, thyme, oh my god, it's so good. But it also has some jasmine and the incense. You really get the smoky, a little bit churchy incense with the herbal parts, with the leather, with a little bit of saffron, apples, and the dry down. I have to say, I think it has the same musky, patchouli-ish, sexy rose dry down as Costa Blanca Musk. Now that fragrance I prefer on ladies. Here we have the same dry down. So it has black suede, a musk, patchouli, a lot of wood, some amber, and the leather. Everything is blended to perfection. You will not be disappointed with this fragrance. Now, who is this for? I wouldn't say this is for 18-year-old gentlemen or bachelors. I would say it really would perform well on your skin, and it will just mix well with your charisma if you're like 20, 30, 40, and so on plus. It's a fragrance for every gentleman, for any situation in life. It could work in summer, in heat, you could wear it, but I definitely suggest this fragrance for fall. So this was PRIMERA Kuwait Perfumes. And guys, a fragrance house that I started with on my channel. I think I filmed 2 or 3 videos with an overview of TIZIANA TERENZI. And whenever I smell their fragrances, I'm always reminded why I started my collection specifically with TIZIANA TERENZI. First of all, I cannot deny I am a huge fan of Italian, not French, Italian perfumery, because it just always smells happy, sexy, vibrant, bold. You know, French perfumery, like every fragrance house has, were made in Grasse, but they are not. But Italian perfumery has always something extra. So here we have Ursa, and if you hate patchouli and you go for Ursa, trust me, you'll need some adjustment time. If you're an experienced patch lover like I am, you will love it. So Ursa by TIZIANA TERENZI, first of all, you're not paying just for the fragrance itself, you're also paying for the design. Let me tell you, the cap. The cap is heavier than the bottle. It's not plasticky, it really is like heavy metal. Gorgeous. But Ursa is for the patchouli lovers. It's so boozy, so masculine, dark. Oh, and it, yeah, in the beginning you can smell even something a little bit sour, like barnyard, oud or patchouli. Give it some time, because trust me, you will not maybe compliment yourself. But when you wear this fragrance during fall, in colder weather, when it's a little bit humid, the compliments, they will just flow. Like, people will really try to sniff you, because this is such a pleasant aroma. It's a masterpiece, it's a statement maker, it's a compliment getter, a fragrance that smells so mature, so elaborated, so niche. It just basically smells like money. And what this fragrance has, this is not your typical dirty cacao or earthy patchouli. It has tobacco, it has boozy notes, it has incense and oud. Now the sweetness comes from dried fruits, so it has the dark, edgy, a little bit seductive sex appeal that I'm just so craving. Please, gentlemen, how to apply fragrances. You spray this fragrance once or twice, not a lot, because it has, I'm telling you, it has a lot of power. This could be overwhelming. So my number one recommendation, if you're looking for a boozy, mature smelling patchouli with dried fruits, a little bit of that incense, get Ursa, you will not be disappointed. And now I will tell you what is my most favorite note. Actually, a note I always thought, oh, this is just for men, like I only do roses, but I don't. I do now leather, and ombre leather was my fragrance, my ride or die sultry floral fragrance. But when I smelled purple suede, trust me, I haven't repurchased ombre leather by Tom Ford. Now I'm using purple suede. So this is by Goldfield and Banks, a truly stunning piece of art. It's magical, it's sexy, it's actually quite versatile and unisex, but there's something again, sexy, masculine, that makes me think of a handsome gentleman when you wear this fragrance. And this is actually a good old lavender leather combination. Now, this fragrance would smell, I think, too sexy, like fruity, sweet, leathery, woody, sexy. The lavender kind of tones it down, the sexiness, and makes it actually mature, elegant. If you want to exude confidence and you want your charisma to show off and you don't want to be overpowered by any fragrance, get purple suede. And now, if you're bored with all those Nexus recommendations, I hope nobody recommends Nexus in 2024, because it would be a shame to hear another review about Nexus. But here I have one fragrance that isn't as dry, spicy. It's so way sexier. It's everything I would ever want in a honey tobacco fragrance. But I have just a sample. You know, we'll get to a full bottle sometime. So this is by Unique Luxury, and this is their Discovery set. Now, the fragrance is called Beverly Hills Exclusive. There's one scent profile that screams fall, then it's definitely tobacco and honey. A stunning fragrance that I so want to have in my collection, and I want to wear it. It's the most elaborated, sexiest, maybe almost herbal, honeyed, spicy, sweet tobacco. It's not too harsh, so it's actually unisex. But let me tell you, when a man wears this fragrance, it's everything. This is not too harsh, too masculine. It has enough sweetness. The tobacco is actually quite soft. I believe it also has some tonka bean, and the longevity of this fragrance, the performance, everything is top notch. I think this fragrance house has a little bit more like fragrances on the more expensive side, but it is worth it. I have Magnificent in my collection, so worth the price tag, a 10 out of 10 mango honey fragrance. Now, Beverly Hills Exclusive is to me a blind buy worthy. Something, it smells a little bit herbal, like herbal, honey, tobacco fragrance. Never buy blindly, but if I personally bought Beverly Hills Exclusive blindly, I would be so happy. My number one recommendation from this list, definitely check this fragrance out. One of a kind fragrance house and truly unique and luxurious fragrances. Now, a fragrance house, ALGHABRA, that I haven't fully explored. I tried just a few fragrances, but here we have a must have if you love anything boozy and sexy. So this is Eye of Seven Hills, and let me show you the bag. It has like this castle or house, like a quite an interesting packaging, simple but still nice and unique. This is Side Effect, made the way I always wanted Side Effect to be. This is more appropriate for gentlemen, smoother, a little bit darker, like boozy, fruity syrup, and the tobacco and the whiskey, some cinnamon and woods. So again, if you're into tobacco fragrances, you love some dried woods, a lot of tonka bean, you will love this fragrance. And yes, the comparisons to Side Effect, but as I said, I don't own Side Effect. Back then, I think I went for a rehab, because Side Effect is just, there's something obnoxious. Like after 2 hours, I have to wash it off. But Eye of Seven Hills, this is that fragrance. Yes, it has also power. It's also sweet. It's boozy, it's syrupy, it's dry, woody, but it works. It works on your skin. So if you're looking for a tobacco, boozy, spicy fragrance on the sweet side that actually works on man, go for Eye of Seven Hills. And also, I think the price point, for the performance that you get and for the quality specifically of this fragrance, because I haven't explored the full fragrance house, is top notch. And now we had so many fragrances with tobacco and coffee and chocolate, but at the end of the day, we're not just outside during fall. We're most of the time, you know, at home, inside a building with people. So I think it's also important to share a fragrance that works in the colder temperatures when it's after the rain, humid, so basically during fall, but that you actually can wear at home on a Sunday morning, in the office. So basically your versatile fall fragrance. And here we have a must-have that I wear. I recommend to everybody, just go with this fragrance, you won't be disappointed. So this is Ormonde Man by Ormonde Jayne. A must-have, a classic fragrance when it comes to aromatic, woody fragrances that smells like almost watery, with juniper berries, cardamom, some cedar, and a lot of sandalwood. To me, it has the consistency that is watery, creamy, then it's definitely aromatic, woody, and the juniper berries in this fragrance. It's everything. You will smell like the most expensive gentleman, no matter the age, the situation, maybe even the weather. You can rock this fragrance. If you're looking for a versatile fragrance that works especially in humid weather, after the rain, when you're going for a walk, when you're in the office. And I think I also have a discount code on Ormonde Jayne's website, so definitely check it out. Ormonde Jayne is one of a kind fragrance house that does some of the most elaborated and smoothest fragrances on the market. So this was Ormonde Jayne. And now, just for you, my beautiful, handsome gentleman, a fragrance that has been my ride or die fragrance since forever. It is so long lasting, smells soft, alluring, sensual, and extremely elegant. So this is D600 by CARNER Barcelona. A truly exquisite cardamom, aromatic, sensual iris. It smells so alluring. If you're not into the iris by Dior, I mean Dior Homme, and you're looking for something more aromatic, maybe even I'm even hurt to say it, but just better go for this fragrance. A blind buy worthy. Never buy blindly, always sample first. But to me, it is a blind buy worthy aromatic iris. So simple, so cute, but also mature smelling, elegant, definitely appropriate for a gentleman. I wear this fragrance. It has been in my top 10 for life, I think, for 2 years, and I think nothing will change about this fragrance. It will always be in my top 10 for life. I have to say that in the dry down, you get more of that vanilla that is actually toned down by this cedar. So it still remains this sensual unisex sex appeal. And the opening, the cardamom, isn't too aromatic. It's not too green. You won't smell like a forest. It's more about the iris that isn't lipsticky. It's like the whole plant, you know, the whole iris, the whole flower, everything, all of it. It's green, it's irisy, with that vanilla and cedar. Just a gorgeous 10 out of 10 woody aromatic iris fragrance. So guys, this was my selection of men's fall fragrances. If you still haven't subscribed, definitely do if you want to see more videos like this one, or leave a comment down below what was your favorite fragrance from this list. You interacting with me is the only way to show me that you like my videos and that I should keep filming. See you in my next video. Bye bye.